It's race day here at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya, a track that's certainly seen its fair share of electrifying races over the past years. And there are no doubts that today's race will be just as brilliant. The Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya, a track that will certainly force the drivers to push themselves. It consists of a very impressive main straight going into turn 1. It's a straight that also offers a DRS zone, so it's likely to be a hot spot for overtakes. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Yes, it is Formula 4 Racing. I hope the audios are coming through okay. Second one on the PS5, but I am your host, CME Skate. With me is, this is the trustless. Well, there's a bit of an echo there. Housey, can you turn that, whatever you just did in the background? There's a bit of an echo, but yeah, welcome. Hello there, Housey. How are you, mate?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. We'll iron out these teething issues, I'm sure, and we'll get to it.
Yeah, we certainly will, mate.
The boys jumping in the chats.
We certainly will. We've got a couple of boys already out there on track. First to blink is a rock star, and I'll tell you what, this boy was supporting the Aussie lads earlier, and we saw a cracking race in that division, but there he is there, Kaiser in Team Rockstar there, Housey.
Yep, indeed. He supported us earlier on, so we appreciate that. We've got Callum in the chat, we've got Chazza in the chat, S5 in the chat, and Mini Ramsel in the chat.
Well, we certainly do, and Chazza, the Geordie juggernaut himself, S5, what name are we going to run with him today, this morning for himself? I mean, we know he's got a few, but welcome. Early riser, but keep a PG for this time of morning for us. There you go. Mini Ramsel is there as well. How are you, Mini? Or Junior, as we like to call him, as Kaiser gets himself underway here. Yes, you guessed it, folks. We are at Spain, Barcelona de Catalunya. And, we had a dry session, the last one out here in the Aussie division. And, we're at the European division this time. And it'll be cracking to see how these boys fare. We've got Kaiser, as I did say, out there on track at the moment. And, he's the first one to blink, house. He's in the second sector at the moment. And I'll leave it with you, mate. I've just got to attend to a phone call right now. I'll be back in 1 second, buddy.
Yep, all good. So, yeah, we'll pick up on board with Kaiser then. Down into the treacherous turn 7. Be really careful on the exit there. It's caught a few people out earlier on. Up into turn 9 then, second DRS zone. Gets the DRS well and truly open here. Hard braking into turn 10, the left-hander. Nicely done from Kaiser. Got to be careful here with the apexes. Through 11 and 12. Down then into the turn 13, the right-hander, before we get into this tricky section of 14 and 15. The left-right curbs can really unsettle the car here. Got to be nice and smooth on the traction. Pulling through turn 16 to get a good exit and carry that speed all the way down the straight. So Kaiser gets us underway with a 17.6 then. Blue still is next across the line with an 18.2. Xerxes goes top of the tree with a 17.3. There's a few more guys on their out laps. Slough on a lap here. We'll pick him up in a second. There's a kitty in front of him. Let me just see if I can find out who it was. It's Ramsel. He's on an out lap anyway. So Slough then exits the final corner. About to set his time. Does so then with a 117.1 to open it up. Energetics has popped in a 119.3 on the mediums there. So it's going to be one of the draggier boys next. It's Paul Watson, going to be next to take the line. Opens it up with a 19.398, does Paul. We've got a monster. That's Chazza on an out lap. Let's see, we've got one of the rock stars just entering the final sector now. It's Callum again. Yeah, he's kept it clean there through the last bit. So Callum will take the line here then. Can he get near his teammates? He goes 5th, an 18.4. And we've got a Golf coming across the line now. I'm just about to miss it, I think. Unless it was an outlap. I think it was an outlap anyway. So Xerxes sets a better time of 16.9. We've got another Jaguar crossing the line. Just opening the lap up.
Well, I am back there, Housey, and thank you very much, mate. But yes, I think we are with Ramsell, and I seem to have sorted out that echo that I had in my ear, which is a lot better for me, mate. But here comes Ramsell, and he sets a 1 minute 17.9. And, well, there's no response from his son there, Minnie, in the chat at the moment. We've got LPE currently out there. Looster the Rooster, as he likes to be called. Hasn't had a great time of it as of late. The Geordie Juggernaut just rounding the last couple of corners now, just to get one on the board. Let's just see what he can do. Whoa, Shazza, very close to track limits there, but keeps it well and truly inside that white line for the last turn. Sets a 1 minute 16.8. Well, I'll tell you what, if that wasn't a little bit of a flex from Chazza, I don't know what was. We've got the Newportonian in Droftas. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. Droftas did put his hand up to fill in the numbers there in the Aussie division, and well, we do appreciate that from Droftas. Of course, the boys' corner. The boys' corner, I remember it at Housey, and they wanted me to call the turn two, the infamous turn two, the boys' corner. It seems to have got every single one of the admins over the journey, turn two here at Spain, and well, it is no exception. Last season, as Looster the Rooster said, a 1 minute 18.5. Last season, I do apologise, Droftas, but last season he was on the hunt, and he's chasing down Glock, and he was chasing him, and he got there in the end. But just as he got there, and you could see he had the speed, he was about to make the move. Yeah, the boys' corner absolutely crucified him. And well, Droftas, oh, there you go. No, you don't, Geordie Juggernaut. The Newportonian is back in town, and he sets a 1 minute 16.5. And how's he? I think I've finally woken up, mate. Total Peas is out there, and well, he's just set a purple sector one, mate.
Chazza on a lap here. Can he respond to Droftas' time? Let's have a look. He crosses the line, doesn't improve. So that was a bit of a charge lap, I think. Might be going again. As you said, who's got Bannister about to get his lap underway as well.
Yeah, Total Peas is currently out there at the moment. About halfway through his lap at the moment. And, well, he's not looking too shabby at all. Purpled the first sector. Purpled the second sector. And here is our championship leader. And I'll tell you what, folks, this one here's going right down to the wire. We've got a three-way fight. Well, a four-way fight, but a three-way fight. And, well, by the looks of this timing tree, we're missing one very important name there, Housey. Your boy, and Dench, not around. 2 weeks in a row.
No, second week, 2 weeks in a row. I'm mortified, to be honest.
Of course, mate, of course. And, well, he's sorely missed, that is for sure. And, well, just relinquished that four-way tight by the time. Excuse me.
Well,
that
that's
four-way
the problem now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's become a three-way fight.
Yeah, well, Pills, to be fair, is not far off in fifth, to be honest with you. I've got a bit of a rundown we can go through a little bit later. But
well,
yeah,
Pills isn't here either, mate. Well, I mean, the guy who said that he'd be back in full-time capacity isn't here. So,
well,
I mean...
that's helped Tandem. That's helped Tandem. That's one saving grace.
Yeah, well, it could be the saving grace, but I mean... They want to take this one out, and, well, there you go. Time to get a new guy in, Housey. Someone in orange. Andy should be... There you go. So, well, yeah, as we did touch on, it is now a three-way tie. And one of them is in the chat there, and that is Droftas, the Newportonian. Tell you what, P2 with a 1 minute 16.5, if you don't mind, Droft. And on a one-lap wonder, the one-lap wonder kid. And, well, that was... very, very good indeed. Chazza on top at the moment. Just a tenth ahead of you there, mate. And we are currently watching Curtis. Now, this guy here has impressed big time since he's been around in the Formula 4 family. Let's just see what he can do. For his first run, he's at 1 minute 17.1. P5, Housey. That ain't too bad at all.
Talk of the devil. No, good. Again, echo what you're saying. Curtis has had a good showing since he's came in reserving. But yeah, I was alluding to the chat, and you talk about the devil, and the devil turns up there.
He pops up out of nowhere. Well, I mean, Pillars, we could take that so many places, but I'll be nice to you. I'm joking, mate. I'm joking. Yeah, anyway, yeah, Pills, where are you, mate? I did see you join the comment. the commentary box, and well, I was sorting out the new PS5, obviously trying to get the audios all good and proper, and well, I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me at that very point, and I think you ran out of patience in the end. You left the party chat. But here comes Aylin. Aylin, as he has designed this reserve livery, sets a 1 minute 16.8.
Wow.
And I tell you what,
Good time.
is Aylin just starting to get his groove back on here, maybe? I don't know. I tell you what, Aylin was a very, very
Maybe
good.
he likes this track.
Well, he's a quality driver, mate, and he's had a lot of work on in the past, and that's why he hasn't been able to commit as a full-time driver this season. But as you're well aware, he's one of the heads. Well, is the head steward here at Formula 4, and well, he did have some pace last season. His work commitments has got in the way this season. But I tell you what, he's just starting to fire up again. Is the old Aylin. 1 minute 16.8, and that ain't too bad. The boy still got it, and we are watching Paul Watson, who has invalidated that last run and throws that one in the pit lane. We've yet to see the extremist. We have currently got All Shot Down about to get his lap underway, and there is a golf flat out there as well. Aylin got another lap. I think it might be Just Mikey. It certainly will there, mate. So we're going to check on Just Mikey.
Yeah.
His fuel light is screaming at him. He's sitting in ninth. He's going to put this one in the pit lane, as they all do when we flick to him. That's all right, Mikey.
Yeah.
Aylin, same deal. Throws that one in the pit lane. Well and truly safe there at the moment. That was a cracking lap from that lad. All shot down. There he is there, and he's improving. He is improving by 0.2 a lap at the moment at the first sector, albeit an early part of the lap. But we've got the Geordie Juggernaut is out there. Nice lap, Aylin. So there's a bit of support in there. And word on the street is Aylin has sweated this track out for 30. No. Come on, Pills. Come on. I think you're getting Pillars and Aylin all confused there. Well, I mean, come on, Pills. Come on. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
I don't think Aylin
was,
is not that way inclined.
No, he was trying to get some other reserves in before he took the seat tonight. So
100% he
to be
was.
fair to him,
That is Aylin at his best, of course, yes. Putting others before himself. And, well, there you go. He's answered the call, and rightly so. Good on him. It is great to see him back out there on the track. And I kept telling him it'd be good to see him in full-time capacity. He just cannot commit. But there you go, all shot down with a 1 minute 17.3. 4 tenths.
oh, LPE's out.
4 tenths, Housey. He's jumped up by 4 tenths. We'll stay on board with Bloomstar. If Bloomstar's going to get to that Jaguar, that stricken Jaguar on that track map before it disappears, we'll get to sort of see what happened there as he's coming around. It's this corner here.
You can guess.
And there you go. There it is there. The famous, the infamous spot where everybody loses it. So, the Geordie Juggernaut is on fire. And, well, that is a... Oh, Chazza, you cracked me up there, son. But, oh, no, Bloom. There's a bit greedy there, and he's just invalidated. Turn that ERS off there, mate. Do a bit of a charge in the short couple of corners you can, just by, well, brake and accelerator. A bit of a charge, bit of a boost, and then away you go. But is he going to throw it in the pit lane? He certainly is, Housey. And I think who else is out there? All shot down is invalidated
All
as
shot,
well.
but he's invalidated.
Yeah.
So, the other boys are on out laps, so we Ramsel first, unless all shot goes again. Just keep an eye on whether all shot puts it in the pits. Currently it's at P9, so he's going to put it in the pit. So nice lap with Ramsel. Should we have a lap with the chiropractor?
Well, I mean, I wonder if the chiropractor's recovered after the Geordie Juggernaut busted his back into the first turn at Monaco. But I'm pretty sure he went to see his namesake and got himself all fixed up. But here he comes. Ramsell. Well, where is Mini Ramsell when you need him? His old man's on track. And, well, he's about to have a good old crack. I dare say Walker will be the engineer for these kiddie boys as he is week in, week out. And if you are listening, Walks, how are you, mate? Good to see you, or if you're around. I dare say you are there most weeks. If not, it might be the mini chiropractor engineering his son. And, well, there you go. Well, Pills is still trying to recover from last night, apparently. Put the car in a barrier. Well, this is on the game, of course, and Chazza reckons it's a Pillars problem, and I reckon so too. Well, the race last night for both of us was a problem, he's saying. Well, there you go. I mean, if you're talking Pillars, Pillars only talks about himself, so I mean, great stuff from you, Pills, as get behind these boys. I'm only joking, mate. I'm only joking. A bit of fun, a bit of tongue-in-cheek in his early doors in the morning. And then Slothy Boy is in the chat as well, and well, there you go. Yeah, Sloth. Well, I mean, I did reach out to Sloth during the week, and well, he's going to. Oh, we're not going to give too much away, but well, we hope to speak to Sloth between now and at the end of the season, of course. He is right. Excuse me. He's right. Wait, there you go. He's right in the hunt for this championship fight between himself and Total Peas, of course. They've been battling it out all season, Housey. And well, phenomenal, outstanding. No good words can put it to good use, of course, because these boys have done a fantastic job. It is absolutely nose to stern here in the European division. Anything can happen, and well, the three-way tie at the moment. Well, not a tie, but a three-way battle for this championship is between Total Peas, I Am Sloth, and Droftas. Yes, you guessed it, the new Portonian. He had missed a couple of rounds, and well, I'll tell you what, Housey. If he hadn't missed those rounds, I tell you, he'd be in for a running. And I did call him the sleeper at the start of the season. And he said to me, he goes, what are you talking about? I'm awake. And that's typical Droftas. But, well, no. The chiropractor has invalidated. And, well, that is his lap done. Mazepin just getting out of the way. We've got Bannister out there as well in the second sector. Looks like to be a good green lap is the lad. And, well, we'll keep an eye on him. But, well, yeah, he's done a phenomenal job as Droftas. Of course, no slouch in the saddle himself. But, yeah, he's, well, consistency does pay, mate. And he's had a couple of connection issues as well. So, I mean, from those ones he's missed and the connection issues, I'll tell you what, mate, he'd be in there right in with a good shout. And, well, I did predict he was going to take it to early doors behind in the inner sanctum, we will call it. Say maybe Droftas might be a sneaky winner here. And, well, not at this track, but as in overall. But, well, he's got there and thereabouts. But there you go. Bannister does improve with 1 minute 17.4. Puts himself P10.
Jeez,
Talk to me, Housey, talk to me.
Unfortunately, Paul Watson losing it in the last sector out of turn 12, I believe it was. He's on a lap as well. Is he going to get time to get round? Yeah, he's got 47, only half a charge, but he's all right. I know, he's got hot tyres, he's going round again. Unfortunately, so could be, he's still got 30 seconds. Still got time, Paul. Calm down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Housey, we are going to focus on this drop zone. Bloomstar's out there on track. He's improving. He's 2/10 up on his previous best. Yes, Droftas is saying Callum is getting a tow. He certainly is from a Monster Energy driver, which is unusual. But anyway, we will push on. Here comes Bloom. Bloom crosses the line. He says a 1 minute 18.1 does not improve. It has got time. Energetics did purple the second sector. He's, well, if we're to believe that graphic, he is 6.5 up on his previous best, Housey, which is phenomenal. So he's set at 1 minute 18.4. Energetics, here's another one. He's got some pace as this lad. As one of the Dutchmen, of course, he would have celebrated pretty hard the other night as he sets a 1 minute 18.3. And, well, there you go. Not where I expected to see Energetics. But here comes Callum. Crosses the line with a 1 minute 17.2 P9. And that will be it. Where is Bloom? Bloom's there at the moment. He's out there on track.
Gone on a lap, yeah.
Well,
he's 2/10 up. Just coming
He's
into
improving, mate, but
9.
he is safe. He's sitting in 15th. Everyone behind him has completed their laps. And, well, he does not need to push if he chooses not to, of course. The countdown clock has counted down, of course. And,
into life. Yep,
that's it.
Has.
Well, there you go, Housey. You've got a question in the chat. And, well,
I've spotted it.
Housey's probably the best man to ask there, Irvin, because I can't remember.
Do you want it on the mediums or the softs, Urban? Bloomster does improve then, he goes a tiny bit quicker. He was safe anyway, but he did go a tiny bit quicker, did Bloomster. So we're going to lose Energetics, LPE, Paul Watson, and the Extremist. Didn't set a time, so he's obviously having his din-dins as the Extremist. So, to answer the questions then, a pole time from the Australian side was a bit of a mixed up session because we had to redo the lobby. So a Q2 medium time was a 1:16.643, and an eventual pole on the softs was a 16:126. So that's what the boys will be shooting for come Q3.
That's exactly right, mate, and was not too bad at all. Yeah, short qualifying, of course, we were code mastered. We got through to Q2 there, Housey, as you were there with me, and well, the lobby went kaput. So we did a reset lobby, and we decided to give everybody a fair crack at it, make it a short qualifying, and well, still a 50% race, and well, that was the turnout, of course. And well, there you go. Didn't want to reset another lobby, and I think that was the best and most fairest way to get it done. Almost like a mulligan, so to speak. And it was sort of fair for everybody. So we pushed on, and it was a cracking race to boot as well. So, well, we are here, nevertheless, Q2 European Division at Spain. And, well, we did lose some names there, mate. One very important, well, not important one, but one very noticeable one. Energetics out. And well, he's I don't think he's ever been knocked out in a Q1 here at Formula 4, just off the top of my head. But there you go. Energetics is a surprise name. I did not expect him to be knocked out here. And well, this track's sort of a love-hate relationship here, Housey. I mean, you either absolutely love it or you absolutely hate it. And, well, that man there, Urban Sider, is in the chat. He absolutely froths this track. He loves it. And, well, I mean, rightly so, too. He had a great result as well. And, well, we do appreciate all the reserves doing their thing. We've got two reserves here in the European Division. Curtis and Aylin answering the call, as we did touch on before. Excuse me. I am Sloth. The first man to blink here, Housey. P2 in the championship is the little Irishman. And, well, this guy, I tell you what, mate. I've known Slothy Boy for quite some time, mate, and to watch this lad just go through the ranks as in divisions everywhere, and yeah, he's done a phenomenal job. His pace has come right back up there, and well, his cleanliness on track too. And, well, I mean, this guy has been on a journey. I've sort of witnessed his journey, to be honest with you. And, well, hats off. Credit where credit's due. This guy has done a phenomenal job this season. He is P2 in the championship. And not by much either there, Housey. I'm pretty sure I've got the live screen with me. And there you go. Yes, I do.
I've got it right here.
Oh, you've got it right there. But I mean, for the viewers, mate, the viewers can't see your pages.
Yeah,
and there you go.
I know.
Oh, no, that was the week before. So I do apologise.
I can talk it out whenever.
Go for it, Housey. Go for it.
All right, well, you keep an eye on the track then and what's going on where, and cut me off as per usual if you need to, and I'll just run through the tables then. So, P's then still sits P1 on the table on 294 points. Jaguar's Pot 1 driver has had the lead cut to just 9 points after last week's DNF. In P2 then, and closing is Rockstar's Pot 1 Sloth, as we were speaking about. He's on 285, and he stretched the gap to P3 by 2 points after a solid third last week. Up in P3 then, and still with a shout for P1 or P2, is Kitty's Pot 1 Droftus. He's on 280. He's just 5 points back off Sloth and 14 off of P's. In P4 then is Jaguar's Pot 2 and Dems. He's obviously missing tonight, but he sits on 248 points. In fifth then, the man who's been closing the gap to the top four over the last few weeks is Golf's Pot 1 Pills. Again, unfortunately, Pills is missing. So it kind of neutralises that fifth battle that we were probably looking forward to tonight. So we'll move on. P6 then is last week's race winner and driver of the day. And guess what? The Monaco hero is not here.
Oh no, the Monaco hero is not here, which is a shame.
The Monaco hero is not here. No, it is a shame, but DJ's been having a solid enough season. He sits P6 on 280.
Well, here comes Sloth here, Housey, for his first run and pulls way over to the right-hand side of the track. Slows right up. Obviously, he wants to start on the medium. Xerxes is next.
I'm back in again.
He's done a lap without his ERS on. These boys are playing funny buggers. They're playing funny buggers. This is the strategic session. And Callum Tyler out there as well. No ERS on. So these boys are just setting putt-putt laps. And there you go. So Mazepin getting himself underway yet again. We'll stay with Callum. Sorry, Housey. Take it away, mate.
Right, we'll carry on then. Up into 7th place then, after his best finish last week, is the graphics god Xerxes. The Monster Pot 2 driver is up 1 spot this week, sitting on 194 points. Down 1 place this week, down into 8th, is the highest Pot 3 driver. Its Monsters all shot down on 192 points. He's just 2 points behind Xerxes in what is shaping up to be a good battle. A non-mover then in 9th is Kitty's Pot 3 Energetics. He stays 9th for the 4th week running. He's increased the gap slightly over P10, and he sits just 7 points behind All Shot on 185. P10 then on 168 points is Rockstar's Pot 3 Extremist. Extremist was lost a little ground on Energetics ahead last week after a 12th place finish, but he did get the fastest lap last week. P11 then stays Kitty's Pot 4 Ramsel on 151. P11 last week for him, and the highest Pot 4 driver on the grid. P12 then is another Pot 4 driver. It's Jaguar's Paul Watson on 148 points. Still holds the record, does Paul, for the least DNF so far this season, and is only 3 points off Ramsel ahead of him. Up into 13th then, at 1 spot, is Rockstar's... Rockstars? What the hell is Rockstar? A Rockstar, Pot 4 Callum. It's contagious. I'm getting your speech impairment.
Oh, thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Oh, we're feeling the love in the commentary box. But there you go. Just Mikey sets the fastest time at the moment. 1 minute 18.1.
Alright, I'll try that one again then. Up into 13th. And up 1 spot is Rockstar's Pot 4 Callum on 132. He had a solid 10th last week to elevate himself ahead of Chazza. Down 1 spot then, and after a DNF last week, it's Chazza. The Monster Pot 1 driver has 129 points, so he's 3 points behind Callum in P14. P15 then, and then mover is Monster's Pot 4 Bannister. He's held P15 for 4 weeks now on 106 points. Next up in P16, and up 1 spot this week, Golf's Pot 3, just Mikey. There's only 6 points off Chazza after a 9th last week. He sits on 100 points. P17 this week then, and down 1 spot is Rockstar's Pot... What is he? Hang on a minute, I haven't even wrote that in. That's bad. Pot 2 Kaiser. So Rockstar's Pot 2 Kaiser sits P17. DNF last week cost him a little bit in his battle with Mikey. He's now 10 points behind and sits on 90 points. P18 then, Golf's Pot 4 Mazzaspin on 69. He's in a close battle with his Pot 2 teammate in Bloomster, who sits P19, just 2 points back on 67. P20 and rounding up our drivers then is LPE, the Jaguars Pot 3 driver, sits on 34 points. Unfortunately for LPE, he hasn't managed to score in the last 5 rounds. Quick run through the pots then. Pot 1, it's Peas, leading the way on 294. Sloth in 2nd on 285. Droftus in 3rd on 280. Pills in 4th on 235. Chazza in 5th. Pot 2, Andenge leads the way on 248. DJ is a 2nd on 218. P3 is Xerxes on 194. Kaiser's P4. Bloomster's P5. Top 3 spots, I'd say, are all to play for in that one. Although we're missing, obviously, DJ and Andenge tonight, so Xerxes can make inroads into that one with a good result. Pot 3, All Shot leads the way, 192 points. Energetics is 2nd, 185. P3 is Extremist on 168. P4 is just Mikey. P5 is LPE. Top 3 still to play for in that one as well. Pot 4 then, Ramsey is P1 on 151. Paul Watson not far behind on 148. P3, Callum on 132, P4 Bannister on 106, and Mazzaspin on 69. Again, top 3 there, still all to play for. Constructors then, Kitty lead on 814, 90 points back from them as Jaguar in P2, 34 points behind them comes Rockstar in P3 on 690, Monster are 4th on 626, Golf are 5th on 593. Joint Constructors then, Kitty still lead the way, 1,594 points to them. Rockstar in P2 on 1,476. P3 is Monster on 1,369. Jaguar in 4th on 1,292. And Golf sit P5 on 1,088.
There you go. So, Droftus, where's he put his hand up? Did a bit of an homage to the Hello Kitties, of course. He was a bit of a cheeky guy, and he put his livery to the gold one, saying that, that was a bit of a, what would you call it? A bit of an example of saying that, well, you know what, the Kitty Boys are on top, and we're going to stay that way. And it was a bit of homage to the Kitty Boys. Did the new Portonian do? We've got the chiropractor currently out there on track. Curtis is furthest along, nevertheless. He's about to set his time of this Q2 session. And it is a 1 minute 17.3. Puts him P3. We'll jump back up to Ramsell because this is the next one on a lap. And, well, just a bit of a homage to the chat. Yeah, dropped as some pillars going at it, hammer and tongs. And yes, well, I mean, Urban Siler's commitment has been unfathomable as a reserve. And, well, I'll tell you what, he's put Pillars' attendance record to shame. And, well, I mean, he promised us he'd be back. He said he'd be back, and he's not back. But anyway, we're here anyway. And, well, the chiropractor sets a 1 minute 18.089, and that puts him P6. We've got the Geordie Juggernaut currently out there on track with Mazepin as well. But the Geordie Juggernaut being Chazza is furthest along. So, well, there we go. It's a bit hard to worry about me when I'm tense. There's shots fired. I tell you what, looking forward to this season break, of course. And, well, we'll just wait and see. I'm not going to make any announcements yet, but, well, Pillars is up for the challenge. I know that. He's been frothing to race some Aussie boys the last couple of years, to be honest with you. And, yeah, I think it all started when I said to him yesteryear that some of my Aussie guys reckon they can take you, and just stirred him up, and that's all it takes with Pillars. He took the bait, and, well, he's ran with it ever since, and he wants a crack at the Aussie boys. And here comes the Geordie Juggernaut, sets a 1 minute 16.5 P2. That is on the soft compound, though, Housey, and if you look at it, we are in a Q2 session. There is only 2 lads in the top 10 on the soft, and very interesting to say the least. Obviously, the general consensus here is to start on the medium. So here comes Mazepin. He's getting himself ready for another lap. This one is not representative. He's turned his ERS on right about now, and away he goes. We've got Bloomstar currently out there on a lap as well. Droftus, thank you very much, mate. And there he is. He's got a bit of traffic. Oh, no, Xerxes is in front of him, prepping his car as well. So, I mean, Droftus will have to go again. His ERS is off, so I don't think it was a lap. He was just prepping his car, and here he goes anyway. He's turned his ERS on, and as Droftus gets himself underway, yes, the guy who was on top of the timing charts, and at top of the timing charts, and I was just looking at the chat, and I was like, hang on a minute, how the hell can he type? But that must have been before he went back out on track, and, well, there you go, Droftus, well, through the boys' corner is what he likes it to be called, excuse me, I'll put my teeth back in. What he likes it to be called, and yes, as I did touch on early doors, it has got every single one of us, and, well, there you go, the boys' corner, it is now named Turn 2, and, well, Droftus, here he is there on the medium. Xerxes is ahead of him, so got to keep an eye on Xerxes as well. These boys are precariously down towards the back end, which is very unusual to see. Let's not forget, they did set those times on the softs, but they did slow right up. And look at Droftus in the background. Well, he is hammering. And, well, you've seen him come around that corner there in the background. But there is Xerxes. He's 1.4 seconds up, Housey, on his previous best. He's absolutely sending it on this set of mediums. And let's just see how he fares. Right now, he's sitting in P12 with 1 minute 19.0. This should be well and truly safe. This lap, he's just got to keep this last quarter together. He's done that. He's about to cross the line. He says a 1 minute 17.1. That's a lot better from the Xerx man. Droftus, I just missed his time with a 1 minute 16.7. And there you go, pieces. I've had enough. I'll see you boys in Q3. Bloomstar's currently out there on track. Furthest along as well there, Housey. Team Golf Racing. I Am Sloth says he's had enough as well. See you in Q3. So we are currently watching Bloomstar out there on the softs in P12 at the moment, Housey. Right on the cusp. At the moment, Just Mikey sitting in 10th with a 1 minute 18.177. Just Mikey, just 4 tenths, or 3.5 tenths shy of that margin there. So he doesn't need much. He does not need much. Just Mikey is still in the pit lane. So he's chancing his arm here with 2 minutes 30 to go. And here he comes, Bloomstar, he puts it in the pit lane. They always do it. I thought he was going to do it. Would have been bloody close, mate. Aylin's out there as well. He's prepping his car. He's currently on an out lap, as we can see there. And I'll tell you what, we might do a lap with Aylin. What do you reckon? Give him some airtime. The guy who...
why not?
We'll give him some airtime. He's not here every week, and we do appreciate him being here. So here's Aylin tackling this magnificent track.
Yep, so on board then, down the front straight into turn 1. Get your braking sorted out. Into the boys' corner then. A bit tentative there, I think. 3-3 then. Long right-hander. All that pressure on the outside tyre. Up into turn 4. the Rosberg Lewis corner in the yesteryear. Downhill braking then into 5 here, tricky corner. Gets it nicely done there, Dezolan. Down through 6 then, into the treacherous turn 7. Let's hope he doesn't get too greedy. He doesn't, keeps it nice and clean. Up through 9 then. Critical to get the exit right here so he can carry all this pace down the straight. That DRS assistance. Heavy braking into turn 10. Yeah, keeps it off the curbs there. On entry. Staying away from those curbs as well. Turn 11 and 12. Up into 13 then. It's been a pretty solid lap so far from that and into these tricky 14 and 15. Oh, we've got a little bit too much of the curb there, but he's okay, he's still valid. Can he get himself above 13th then? Yep, moves himself to P7, 117.458, so decent enough lap from Aylan.
Certainly is, mate, and we've got Bannister currently out there. Purple to middle sector as Bannister. He's next one to cross the line on a valid lap here, Housey. As I did touch on before, sitting in 12th position. Well, Ramsell has had enough. Ramsell has retired in the pit lane. He's in 10th position. And, well, there you go. Here comes Bannister. And he's knocked Ramsell down into the drop zone. And Bannister says a 1 minute 17.4. Great lap from him. Just Mikey is currently out there as well. Bloomstar prepping his lap. His Mazepin is in sector 1, so it will be just Mikey. We're going to focus on this drop zone. Callum Tyler, I do believe he's about to set another lap. He is behind. Oh! And that was Bloom. Bloom, I don't know if he put his teammate off there, but that was Bloom getting it all wrong there in that last corner. And, well, just Mikey, it has hampered him a little bit. He lost a bit of time there. Callum Tyler will be next. He's on the medium. Oh, Callum, no. Callum's trying to get back to the pit lane. He will be out. He's not going to have enough time. Mazepin is the only one that can, well, change this drop zone, mate. And, well, there you go. And, well, I mean, Pillars, you talk. All you do is talk. Get your butt back into the grid. And, well, let your actions do your talking. Yes, you won season 1, but, I mean, where are you this season? And we look forward to you next season. But, well, there you go. He's full of hot air, and that is spot on, mate. I mean, just call him a weather balloon. And, well, that'll be it. So, here he comes. Mazepin's about to set his time with a 1 minute 17.9. Oh, Mazepin just missed out. Just missed out by 2.5 tenths, or 3 tenths there and thereabouts. P11. So we've just lost 3 golf racing boys. And, well, there you go. The Pot 1 golf racing boy is in the chat. So, well, he's not much use to him there, is he? So, well, there you go. Bannister's out there on track, has invalidated, as we did touch on. And, well, that is this session done, Housey.
Yep. Sorry, I was just watching Bloomstar, just in case. But no, we did finally give him the flag. So, yeah, Mazepin then going to be 11th, Ramsell 12th, just Mikey 13th, Bloomstar 14th, Callum Tyler 15th. So, Mazepin might have that prime position then for the start tyre. Got the free choice. See how that works out for him in the race.
Well, I mean, look, turn 1 and turn 2, the boys' complex of corners, mate. I tell you, that is, well, most tracks anyway. Turn 1 and 2 is usually treacherous at the best of times, but, well, this one here in particular, you only need to be slightly offline a little bit. Touch that inside curb, and, well, there you go. And Mazepin has just joined the chat, and he's happy with P11. He couldn't have put a better lap together, he reckons. So he couldn't put a lap together. Excuse me, he says. So, well, that's all right, Mazepin. Well, not too bad of a showing from yourself there, my good friend. There you go. I am Sloth. Slothy boy. He's P1 on, well, albeit a Q2 session by nearly 2 tenths over the Geordie Juggernaut. And total P's. I nearly total P's in P3, excuse me, with a 1 minute 16.5. Droftas not too far behind. And Xerxes a little bit further adrift. But then from Xerxes all the way through to Curtis. And, well, pretty much towards, well, Bannister anyway. There's about 4 tenths in that. And then there's another 2 tenths between Bannister and Allshot down. So, well, not too bad at all. There's gaps are pretty close here. We've got a bit of a mixed bag. We've got, what is that? 1, 2, 3 guys will be starting on the soft. And 7 of them will be on the mediums. So, there you go. Chaz is on the mediums. Not sure why it shows softs for you. Well, I'm not too sure, mate. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know either.
I had it on mediums for me too. It was just the 2 on softs for me. So interestingly, then, just to recap that, it's a 16.643 on the mediums from the Aussie boys. And that was a 16.3 from the Euro boys. So that's answering some of the questions in the chat from earlier as to who's the faster.
Who wants to stroke whose ego? I think it might be, mate. Because I think that's what it is all about here. Urban Siler pumping himself up, stirring the pot is what Urban likes to do, and Droftas is all for it as well. And I wonder if they're going to. Droftas the first man to blink here, mate. And he ain't wasting no time as the new Plutonian. He's back out on track, and very unusual to see him first man to blink, but there he is.
I think his paint's still wet. I think that's what it is. He needs to get out there and get the purple dry.
That's right. That's right.
To be fair, I mean, I'm going to put it out there. I think Droftas has got their favourite for this race.
Wow. I mean, that's a big call. But yes, he is consistent. He's the man, and the boys' corner is the one I worry about, mate. I've seen too much happen at that corner, and Droftas will know this himself, and just prepping his car ever so nicely. I mean, just not putting too much energy through those tyres. Yes, you want to get everything warm, but you don't want to take the life out of those boots. Yes, you probably have enough time to do 2 runs or 3 runs if you choose in a Q2 session, but the tyres that you've probably got enough to do 2 runs. Usually do your first run at sort of a pretty full on, but you leave maybe a little bit on the cards. Some boys tend to do, and then you go out for the very end of Q3, and whackety whack 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 is the times do come tumbling down. But Droftas getting himself underway here at Spain, and here he comes now, approaching turn 1 here. How's he?
Yep, you keep an eye on him. I'm just going to keep an eye on Sloth behind. 2 rivals in the championship to see what the difference is here over the lap. We've got some monster boys behind Sloth as well. I'm just going to pick up who they are. I think it's the Geordie Juggernaut. No, it's not. He's still in the pits. It's Zirks then.
Well, I'll tell you what, Urban Siler has put in the call. He's doing is that a pole prediction time there, Urban? You heard it here first, he reckons. A 15.8. He's claiming it. That's what he reckons these boys are going to set. We'll just see about that. But yes, albeit early doors in a Q3. But we will just see about that one there, Urban.
Sloth's invalidated.
Well, there you go. So Droftas is, you're going to see this track map light up purple with this man here, the new Portonian. The Hunter, as I like to call him. And, yes, he's the first man to blink. Looking not bad, nice and tidy for his first run here in Q3, mate. Misses that sausage curb, does that brilliantly. I tell you what, I haven't seen many take that last chicane as good as what he's done. And he sets a 16.0. And, not too bad at all for his first run there, mate.
Zirks is going to be next over the line, followed by Allshot. Zirks then goes with a 1:16.6. Allshot does a 17.1, and it's going to be the reserve. Curtis is just about to set his lap. Kaiser's invalidated. It's going to be the other reserve then of Alan. Going to be the next one to set the time. Just come down into turn 10, so he's got the final sector to negotiate here. Try and keep it clean. Yellow sector 2, but I think that's just traffic, people getting out of the way. That's a better last section there from Alan than the previous one we'd seen. So, move yourself up to P2. Alan's on it tonight, 1:16.5.
He certainly is. Total P's our championship leader will be next here, Housey. Coming around this last corner, his DRS is on, so this will be a valid lap. He crosses the line, he sets a 16.1. And, that is his first lap out of the way. Curtis is out there as well. He's in the middle sector. We've got a couple of boys currently on laps. I Am Sloth is behind those Monster Energy boys. And same with Kaiser. So, there you go. Where is Curtis? There he is there. So, we're going to flick to Sloth because he's about to complete his lap. And this man here is P2 in the championship. And no, this is not valid. Look at the time, 1:22.23. He will need to go again. And, Slothy boy just not hooking it up at the moment. Curtis will be next. And, Curtis, let's just see what he can do. It's a 1:17.3. not too bad at all. And as you did touch on, Kaiser has invalidated. So that is the first run pretty much out of the way at the moment there. You've got the Geordie Juggernaut about to begin a lap. He's just halfway through this third sector. And Bannister still in the pit lane. So, well, we'll keep an eye on these boys yet to come, of course. But the Geordie Juggernaut will be next. He's getting himself underway right about now as Sloth puts that one. Is he in the pit lane? I think he is. He certainly is. And the Geordie Juggernaut pretty much has the track to himself.
Yep, just got Pease out there, but who's obviously just about to box, so he's got the reserve of Curtis out there on track as well, but he's on an invalidated lap and on his way back in. So we keep an eye on Sloth then. He's 8.1 up on that previous time, which is obviously nowhere near representative. Yep, 15.5. I think that's going to be pushing it, to be fair, for a pole time. I much preferred that 15.8. Oh, it's lost boxing. He's backing out of this one then.
Yeah. There's plenty of time, mate. It's just the equivalent of a first run. And, well, he didn't get one on the board in that first one. He's got a second run to do, and, well, that's quite normal. If you don't get one on the board, it's not the end of the world, of course. There's still 6 minutes remaining in this session, Housey. But the Geordie Juggernaut, he's out there at the moment. He's looking pretty handy at the moment, mate. Looks like to be a pretty competitive lap, is the lad. And, well, let's just see how he goes. Of course, this will be his first run here in Q3. 5.5 minutes as here comes the Geordie Juggernaut. Crosses the line. So it's a 16.013. If you don't mind, 17 thousandths quicker than Droftas.
So P's about to close off his lap then. He was up on the second sector before Chazo put in that time. So we'll see where it
P's is going to have to go in the pit lane from that one. He invalidated on the exit of that last corner. And, well, he will reset, go again. 5 minutes remaining, folks. 5 minutes remaining in this session. We are on board with Kaiser at the moment there, Housey. Bannister still yet to make a showing here in Q3. Probably waiting to the very end is the lad. And, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on Bannister. So, but we've come to that time, mate. We've come to that time. And, well, there you go. We are in that lull, the famous lull of Q3. It's usually about the halfway mark, and yes, we have come to it. Kaiser out there on an out lap, and well, Chaz has just done his lap. He'll be making his way back to that pit lane, I dare say. But yeah, Kaiser prepping himself nicely there, Housey, and well, here he goes. He's about to get himself underway, to get himself on the board here in Spain. And we'll take it away, mate. Here he comes.
Yep, so the Rockstar driver gets that DRS flap open. Got a bit of traffic to negotiate on this lap. It's one of the reserve boys. I believe it is Curtis, but I'm sure he won't cause any problems for Kaiser. Takes the boys' corner nicely, takes it out wide and cuts back tight. That's a different line from Kaiser there, up into turn 4. Real suffer with understeer here at turn 4 if you're not careful. Drags you right out, and as soon as you get on that grass, it's game over there. A little bit wide into turn 5 then. Drops down the hill. Here's the infamous turn 7. Let's hope he can keep it clean here. Yep, all looks nice and sweet. Curtis has spotted it. He's coming, so he's pulled over. A little bit twitchy for Kaiser on the exit there, but lost maybe a tenth or two there. Keeps it off the curbs. Through turn 10. Takes a lot of curbs through 11. Nicely through 12. Into 13 then, and here's that doozy of a sector, a couple of corners here, 14 and 15. I hate these two. Much preferred it when it just used to just run round the right hand, long right hander. But Kaiser then sets a 1:17.066, put himself P6.
That's exactly right there, mate. And Curtis getting himself back underway here for another flyer, mate. And well, 3 minutes remaining. And here come the rest of them, of course. Look at that action in pit lane. They are all starting to make an appearance back out on track, of course. Yes, it is come to that time, Housey, where, well, it is now or never. And, well, Curtis, he's purpled the first sector, has this lad. Well, I'll tell you what, doesn't take much to purple it. 9 thousandths of a second he improved by, and that was enough to go purple. So fantastic by him. Let's just see how he fares. He's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. I do believe that is a Rockstar. And, well, there's two Rockstars almost nose to stern. One of them being Sloth on an outlap. The other one being Kaiser, who is, just on a lap, I do believe. And Sloth gets well and truly out of Curtis's way. And, well, much appreciated, Slothy boy. You know how it's done. And there you go. There's the other Rockstar getting out of Curtis's way. And, well, there you go. I think the Rockstar's looking for a bit of a sneaky toe here at Spain, of course. It does help. Anything you can get extra in your pocket does help. And, well, here comes Curtis. Nice and clean. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone a little bit wide. But the game says, no, you don't, son. Continue. Continue. And he's about to set his time of a 1 minute 16.8. And that puts him P6.
So here you go then, Kaiser towing his teammate Sloth down the start and finish straight. Is he going to back out of this and get out of his way?
Oh, look at that. Brilliant.
Perfect driving.
Absolutely brilliant.
Sloth's paycheck, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, they're doing the Perez Verstappen-esque, so to speak. And, well, there you go. It was very, very reminiscent of that as Slothy boy just goes whack and purples that first sector. And, well, there you go. There you go. Rockstars working in tandem. And that is quality to watch. It is quality to see. And, well, let's just see how Slothy boy fares. I'm going to stay with this lap. He's the only one that hasn't really set a representative time. Set a 1 minute 25.6, and well, that was well and truly a banker lap.
Zerx has just invalidated a bit for the back, so Zerx is going to have to settle for that 116.6 that he's got. It's going to be all shot after Sloth, followed by Peas, I believe. Yeah, Peas is going quick. He's 2 tenths up.
Oh, here we go. So Slothy's around this last corner now. Let's just see how he fares. This is looking pretty good. It's a pretty good tidy lap. Slothy boy at 15.8. 15.8 from Sloth. All shot down will be next. Here he comes. All shot down. Sets a 1 minute 16.9. Where is Kaiser? Kaiser's invalidated. Bannister is out there as well.
15.9. Peas with a 15.9 goes to P2.
Bannister is next. Bannister's not quicker. He certainly is not quicker. Where is All Shot Down? Where is Xerxes? Xerxes just starting a lap now. The game has allowed him to continue, and he must have just got there. So, yeah, Chazza is up.
Got 2 tenths, just under. Takes top spot then, a 15.826 does Chazza. Nice lap.
Well, Droftas is out there as well. The Pot 1 Hello Kitty driver. Can he improve? It looked like he was level pegging with his previous best. He's at the moment sitting at 16.0. He sets a 15.9 and stays P4. Aylin is out there as well. He's about to set another run. Is he about to set? No, he's just invalidated. Xerxes is out there on track as well. All shot down, getting out of the way of his teammate. So I think it will be Xerxes, the one that we're watching, mate. He's the only one on a valid lap. Purpled the middle sector. And let's just see how he goes. He's absolutely on one, is the Xerx. And let's just see how he fares. That fuel light, Housey, is absolutely screaming at him. And let's just see how he can do. Oh, a bit of a tank slapper coming out of there. Turn 15, turn 16. There you go. Here he comes. Xerxes sets a 1 minute 16.3. Improves by 0.3 of a second to start in 5th place. Great lap as Total Peas, as we did touch on, did invalidate that last run. And, well, he will start from the 2nd row. I'll tell you what, mate, look how close these times are. The top four separated by a tally-ho paper. Unbelievable. That is 1/10 of a second. And, well, Urban, keep patting yourself on the back there, son. Yes, you called it. He certainly did. Called it early doors, did the man Urban Siler. Set a 15.8 for pole. And there you go, 15.8 it is. And, well, hats off to you, Urban. And, well, I mean, can you tell me the lotto numbers, mate? And that's the one that I'm more interested in than good prediction. Good prediction. As, well, Droftas is in the chat saying his first sector ain't too good. The boys' corner is in his head. Oh, there you go, the boys' corner. I told you, Housey. I told you. And, well, it'll be in his head. That is very unlike the Newportonian to let somebody creep into that magnificent noggin of his. But there you go. The boys' corner is in his head. And, well, Chazza, the Geordie Juggernaut, 61 thousandths over Sloth, and Sloth just 20 thousandths over total P's, which is very, very close indeed. And then not too far further back is Droftas, and then a little bit of a gap to Xerxes and Aylin, of course, and then it's a pretty close top 10 there, Housey. There's, well, I mean, 1.4 seconds separates the top 10, but there's battles within battles there, and, well, looking for a cracking race.
Yep, obviously no points awarded, really, for qualifying.
What about the
we'll
subs there, Urban? You need the subs, mate. You need the subs. There's only 6 numbers there. Need 2 subs.
I'm tempted to go and buy a ticket now.
Yeah, well, I mean, just imagine if those numbers get up. Oh, Jesus. Urban would probably be kicking himself if he didn't buy one himself. So, well, anyway, there you go. Just waiting for this to load all up. We've got I am Sloth in the chat, and, well, he's happy with his time. I would be too, mate. That was a cracking lap. But the Geordie Juggernaut, I think that is 2 weeks. Oh, we missed last week, but the week before he took our pole. And, well, there you go.
No, he did get pole last week.
Was he there last week, Chazza?
Yeah, he was there last week.
Yeah, sorry, I apologise. I do apologise. Yeah, so there you go, back-to-back poles for the Geordie Juggernaut, and well, just got to put it all together in the race. There's a lad, and looking forward to him doing that. That's the next step in his journey here of late. He's done really well on qualifying, but
whilst we talk about that, we'll just actually bring a couple of things to light, which I forgot. Obviously, I was going to say, well, I was waiting for you to say, how did you get on in the race last week? Because I can't remember. Unfortunately, Chazza DNF last week. And unfortunately, due to a trip to the stewards, he has a 5-second penalty for this race. So at the end of the race, he will have 5 seconds added to his time, as will Mazepin from the stewards' decisions from last week in Monaco.
Okay, well, there you go. So, well, must have been when I was sleeping, they were released. So I might have to update the Aussie side as well. But that is
Droftas just waited for me to write it all up, and then he went, bang, there you go.
Of course.
But we just about got it in.
Of course. So there you go. So I am Sloth. No, excuse me. We'll start from the start. The Geordie Juggernaut. There he is there. Monster Energy Racing. Great showing from this lad. He's got, like I said, he's got to put it together in a race, and he will be fine. He's got some paces, the lad. I am Sloth. P2 in our championship, Housey. Sitting second on the grid is the little Irishman, and looking for a good race from him. Total P's, our championship leader in P3. Did not have a good run in his final run in that qualifying session, and, well, finds himself on the second row. Droftas, the new Portonian, in P4 there. The Hello Kitty Pot 1 driver. Well, he's no slouch. He's pretty handy around here, and he's got 3 cars ahead of him. And, well, those 2 ahead of him, directly ahead of him, Total P's and I Am Sloth, they're the ones he's battling in this championship fight. We've got Xerxes there in Team Monster Energy doing his thing, and Xerxes of late, the last week in particular, had a great showing, and while he's riding that momentum wave, and only how the graphics god can. Aylin there, we'll better get through these. These are coming around. This is a very quick formation lap. Aylin in P6, Curtis in P7, all shot down. There he is there in P8. Kaiser in P9, Bannister P10. We've got Mazepin in P11, the golf racing driver. The chiropractor in P12. Just Mikey, P13. Bloomstar, P14. Callum Tyler, there he is there in P15. Energetics in 16th. LPE or Looster the Rooster in 17th. Paul Watson in P18. And the Extremist takes his place on the grid. So we will wait these famous 5 red lights, ladies and gentlemen, and we will get this one underway. Get rid of that timing screen because we don't need it. And that's one thing I should have done in the Aussie one. But we have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. We've got 5 lights. We've got revs, and we are go here at Spain. Great start there by Total Peace. And who is that? Who is that? That is I Am Sloth. I Am Sloth looking like to take the lead. They are 2, 3, 4 wide going into turn 1. This is fantastic. Oh, nice and clean. And Total Peace follows them through. Droftas on the outside of the boys' corner. Oh, there's a spinning Xerxes. Xerxes is around. And that is disastrous from that lad. Disastrous. And I think I've got a replay of that one there, Housey. We'll get to that one in some time.
Got his wing. How the hell has he got his wing?
I have no idea, mate. I have no idea. But this is Codemasters doing their thing, of course. We'll bring the timing tree back up, and there it is, folks. Ramsell into 12th, and we might as well have a quick flick at the start there. just to see that. I think I caught Xerxes spinning in the end there, and there you go. There you go. So they've all got a clean start off the line. Absolutely brilliant from all involved. Sloppy takes first place. Shazza tucks in behind. Droftus on the outside. And Xerxes, there he goes there. Gets it all wrong. Touches that inside curb, and around he goes. And that is unfortunate from him. But yes, there you go. Ramsell up into P11 there, Housey.
LPE's just spun it. And biggest mover then. Who's the biggest mover on that first lap? It's alright. Have no fear. It's my boy. He's here. He's six places off the start line. And Denge did take the start line.
What
He's
is
up into 14th from 20th.
Well, and okay, so on my screen, and Denge's name is not there. So he's in 14th.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So
He's definitely driving.
There you go. So Denge is in. And Denge, if that is Denge is in. And while he's looking to fight his way back, he might have heard the call saying he was in for a four-way fight. And, well, there you go. Xerxes is in the chat. He's not happy with himself. But there's, we caught it all on replay there, Xerx. And, live to fight another day, mate. Yeah, unfortunate from you. But the boys' corner claims another one as Callum Tyler is into 10th position there, mate. And he's all over the back of Mazepin. There is a train and a half happening here. And looks fantastic.
5 places, is he? One of the best starters is Callum. So
he tends to do very well in race trim, does Callum, and has taken our driver of the day in the past and probably looking for another one. Ramsell's out there on the hard compound, Housey. I mean, geez. I mean, Ramsell, I think Ramsell's on a wheel, if I'm not mistaken. And, yeah, if he's on a wheel, I mean, you can make the soft medium work. If you're not on a wheel, I mean, the boys... the tyres tend to burn a bit quicker. But there you go. Pillars is in the chat. The boys' wall. Yeah, the boys' wall, all right. And, has claimed another one. And there you go. Total P's and I Am Sloth. Battle resumed here, Housey. This is the battle for the championship, mate. And Total P's has fired right back up. The new Plutonian Droftus is trying to hang on to these two. Have a look at him. He's in for the fight as well. But I'll tell you, the biggest loser out of that top four, the Geordie Juggernaut there in P4. So just had a bad start to the lad. He was on pole. And, there you go, in 4th position at the moment. We'll flick back down towards the back because Energetics looks like he's about to make a move. He certainly is looking like about to make a move around the outside of the Extremist. No, Energetics has to tuck in. And, he's on the hard compound as well there, Housey. And it's pretty much follow the leader through this part. Crazy to send it through there. But there you go. Energetics biding his time, as you will. And we are on lap 3 of 33. And still plenty of time to go here. As I'm seeing some movers, what is going on? I think you've seen something with them.
Yeah, and Ben's just got his braking all wrong there down into turn 10. He had a lot of overspeed. Just had a bit too much speed for the power of the brakes there, unfortunately. Got it a little bit all wrong. Made a bit of contact. I think it was with Ramsell. But no harm, no foul. He's still going. And I think Ramsell was too, so all good. We've got Bloomstar, Extremist, having a bit of a battle down the front straight at the moment. Extremist getting that one done, I think, down into turn 1 there. So Extremist up 5 places. He's had a pretty good start as well. As I say that, he just has an error into turn 3. Keeps hold of the place though. Kaiser's the first guy with a penalty.
Just having a look at Kaiser, overtake, all shot down on replay there, and a nice clean move into turn 1 from that lad. And, there you go, moves himself up into 7th position. As we'll go back down towards the back there, mate, pay a bit of homage. Oh, we're seeing some movement. Seeing some movement at the top. Kaiser, what's going on? All shot must have got it all wrong. Or is that Aylin? Aylin, what has happened to Aylin? He's fallen like a stone. He must have had a bit of a spin there, and there you go, down into P18.
Turn 7, yep. Turn 7 claims another victim. I'm not sure about this. The boys' corner.
Yeah.
Seems more like turn 7 today, to be honest with you. But it's a tricky section, that turn 7-8.
It really is.
P sets fastest lap then with a 1:19.1. Yeah, it is. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Mind you, I'm not the biggest fond lover of this track, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me neither, mate. Ooh. Me neither. I mean, but a lot of boys out there do love it. I don't like
about it, but yeah, I don't particularly hate it. I just don't particularly love it either. a bit
There you go. Mazepin having a bit of a look there on All Shot down through turn 1, 2, 2, and through the boys' corner, and they've got through unscathed. And Mazepin will live to fight another day. He's got Callum Tyler right up his clacker, and I think Callum is going to have a good look here, mate. He absolutely is. And we'll just see how this one plays out. Callum is all over the back of Mazepin. And this is the Rockstar lad. Well, he's looking. And he's just got to use this track to his advantage. Yes, there are plenty of overtaking opportunities here at Spain. And, well, you're crazy to put your nose where it doesn't belong. It usually gets taken clean off. But let's just see how he fares. DRS zone approaching. But it will be a DRS train, as you can see from yourselves there. And, well, behind him is Ramsell. And Ramsell's starting to come into the picture as well here, mate. He's in 10th position on that hard compound.
Yeah, on the hards.
So we definitely know he's going to go a hell of a lot longer. They might take a little bit longer to fire up, but he's going to go a hell of a lot longer than the rest of them. We've got Bloomstar as well. Oh, what has happened there? What has happened there? Just caught the end of that. And I think Andenge just bumped Bloom, and Andenge is around. And Denger's around. He's not having a good time of it. Is the lad? I think I caught that as well. As we'll have a look. We'll see if I've got it.
I'm not sure which way around it was. I was watching it. It looked.
There it is. There, the contact. Yes.
Contact.
And Denge is around. So there you go. There you go. So well, and Denge back down there in 18th position as we'll go back up to the top. All shot down and Kaiser. It certainly has settled down a little bit. But this is where it's at here, I think, Housey. I think Allshot is starting to make a move here, mate. And, well, Mr. Monday. Mr. Monday. Yes, that's right. He tends to fire up on Sunday. Well, race day anyway, which is our Monday. And Mr. Monday is what he's now going to be known as Allshot down. And all over the back of Kaiser here, mate. And doing a phenomenal job is Allshot. He's had a couple of driver of the days. He had 3 in a row, believe it or not there, ladies and gentlemen. And he's looking for another one. He fired up towards the end of this season, and it's great to see.
Highest top 3 driver, so he's got that accolade, or that string in his bow. Yeah, I say, to be fair, I've been impressed with Allshot, what he's done this season. Kaiser's just got that extra little bit of grip on those softs, though, just watching it. He's just got that exit, although he bolts into the pits. So Allshot down now, got a free track ahead of him as Kaiser boxes. He's got a bit of a gap to Curtis in 5th, though. But so that's the first of the soft runners boxing then. Gannis is still out there on the other one to start on the softs. He's P11 at the moment.
He certainly is, and the gaps have stabilised a little bit. We've got Paul Watson on Bloomstar here, mate. And, well, there you go. Paul Watson on the inside of turn 1 through the boys' corner. And we've got Aylin in the background. Is Aylin going to send it? Aylin sends it as well. Absolutely brilliant move there by Aylin and Paul Watson. And, well, they have just taken Bloom to the cleaners. And we'll just have a bit of a look at that one. That was fantastic wheel-to-wheel racing as we are showing the replay. And there you go. There you go. Paul Watson getting swamped as, well, Paul Watson getting by Bloomstar. Aylin following suit. And great from those two there as they are still nose to stern as Aylin is lining up Paul Watson here, mate.
I think Droftus has just had a little bit of a mistake in turn 12. He's just dropped back off of the back of Chazza. I don't think he's got any damage. I think it was just a mistake.
Well, look at Aylin get all racy behind Paul Watson here, mate. Aylin has the speed. He's just got to bide his time. He's a very patient racer, is Aylin. And, well, he's just doing his thing. Great to see it. It's really good to see him back out on track as LPE cops a 3-second time penalty. We're going to see a move here, Housey. We are going to see a move. And we'll get the head steward on record, on replay. And there you go, using the track to his advantage. And that is job done. He moves and lives to fight another day. And, well, there you go. So down the back straight, candy from a baby, says Aylin. And there you go, on replay, DRS wing wide open. Gets the job done down that straight. And it slots back in. And there you go, moves him up into 14th position as we go back to live screens.
Yeah, so the battle at the front, half a second between Peas and Sloth now. It's just fluctuating. I think they're just conserving tyres a little bit, I believe. So Callum Tyler's been having a nice look at Mazepin down for P8 and P7. Mazepin just actually managed to pull back out on Callum, but Callum's closing it up in this third sector. He's good through this third sector, is Callum. As I say that, he runs a little deep. Probably about the closest battle on track at the moment now, apart from Slough and Pease at the front. Might be worth having a flick to that. They've just gone through the boys' corner. So still Pease from Slough. As we keep alluding to, the championship is well on between these two, so pretty nervous for them both, I would say.
They certainly are, and they're almost shadowing each other, mate. Not only just on track, but in their ERS department as well. They are both roughly on that 60% mark, and well, these boys definitely know how to attack this one, and well, just saving that ERS and keeping as much in the pocket towards the back half of the Grand Prix. We're only on lap 9 of 33 here, Housey, and these boys have been tackling each other all bloody Grand Prix. But I'll tell you what, though, there is a 4 or 5-way battle here with Mazepin, Callum Tyler, Ramsell, and Just Mikey. And Just Mikey's, well, there you go. Ramsell's got it all wrong going into turn 7, and he might be a sitting duck with this DRS zone approaching. Let's just see, but no. Great exit there from Ramsell. And, well, he will live to fight another day. Just Mikey does close up a little bit there, of course, but Ramsell making that hard compound work.
Callum gets past Mazepin in front, so that's going to bunch him up a little bit. Ramsell doing a sterling job, actually, to be fair. P9 on those hard tyres. He's the highest placed hard tyre runner. So Ramsell just got to bide his time a little bit, I would say. He's going to have some moves on this straight here between this lot then. So it's Callum, Ramsell, Just Mikey.
Well, there you go. And Mazepin retakes that position and gets past Callum using that DRS zone. And, well, I dare say this is going to go on for quite a number of laps here, Housey. And, well, there you go. Yep. Mazepin, Callum Tyler, the Ramsell, the chiropractor. And there he is there. Just Mikey is in 10th position. And, well, he has succumbed to a couple of positions there. But, excuse me. I will be back in 1 second, Housey. I've got to kill a spider. 1 second.
Oh dear. Alright, so Slough takes care of his arachnophobia and rids the world of an 8-legged freak. We'll go back to the freaks at the front. It's Pease still out front from Slough. Paul Watson picks up a penalty, so we'll have a quick run of them actually whilst Skates away. All shot down in 6, got 3 seconds worth of penalty. Slough just picking up a penalty, so actually Slough now, that could hand the advantage to Pease. Slough picks up a 3-second penalty in 2nd. All shot down then got 3-second penalty in 6th. Mazepin's got 3 seconds in 7th. Paul Watson's got 3 seconds in 14th. And Dem's 3 seconds in 16th. 17th for Kaiser, he's got 3 seconds as well. LPE with 6 seconds, currently running P20. The battle then still resumes between Callum, Ramsell. Still battling it out here. Mazepin just pulled a little bit of a gap on that last lap after taking Callum the lap before. So Callum now having to look behind him for that hard runner of Ramsell. Doing a fantastic job, as we said. Just Mikey closing in the back of Ramsell though. He's on the mediums. So this 4-way battle still going on. It's kind of anyone's guess. I think between the 4 drivers here, Mazepin, Callum, Tyler, Ramsell and Just Mikey, I think they've all kind of got their little parts of the track where they seem to be slightly better than one of the others. So it's like a yo-yo between them at the moment. Still half a second, 0.6 in the front. See if anyone can make a move here. I don't think so, no. Everyone holds position. Gaps are now opening up towards the back. Extremist doing everything he can to get on the back of this battle that we've been talking about for the last couple of laps. Extremist in 11th. He's just closing in now on Just Mikey, who's obviously got Ramsell, Callum and Mazepin ahead of them.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that.
Yeah. All good.
But if that one would have bitten me, I would have made a trip to the hospital for sure. But anyway, we live to fight another day, as I keep saying, and I don't know why. But yes, Just Mikey all over the back of Ramsell. This is battle regime. This is fantastic stuff from this lot. The Extremist just starting to come into picture as well there, mate.
Yeah,
He's
he is,
7 tenths
yeah.
just behind Just Mikey. And, well, this bloke, has he just started to fire up? As he makes his way back to the back of the top 10 there in P11 is the
I think
Extremist.
he's just being consistent, to be honest with you, at the moment. The guys in front, like I said, are a bit to and fro like a yo-yo, and probably just cost themselves a little bit of time here and there. They have to look in their mirrors soon, because the Extremist is creeping up to the back of them.
He certainly is there, mate. And have a look at this battle from Mazepin all the way through to the Extremist. And, well, even if you put in all shot down, he's just a little bit ahead there. But I tell you what, mate, this is a cracking midfield battle. As we're seeing a change in the lead as Slothy Boy pits. Slothy Boy pits. And, there you go. The Extremist getting a little bit wide there, just tailing these boys in front of him. And, well, Ramsell up in the 9th, doing a phenomenal job. He's starting to really catch them up.
Poor corner from Mazepin. Here we go. Callum's going to get a move on Mazepin here, just ahead of where you're watching. A bit of a poor exit did Mazepin from the turn 15. And there you go. Callum then slots into P7. Is Ramsell close enough for a move? I'm looking back, but no, I don't think so. This is a great battle though between these five now. Extremist is 100% there.
And I Am Sloth and All Shot Down doing battle, and I Am Sloth gets that job done. And I think I just caught that one there, Housey. Might have a bit of a look at that, because that was a great move there from Sloth. Coming out of the pit lane, and, well, there he is there. Look at him line him up. He lines him up. He's, well, All Shot's going a bit slow. Slothy goes, I'll go around the outside. Takes the outside, and just the that extra purchase on that sticky brand new soft compound, and he gets that job done. Fantastic by Sloth. He's up in the 5th position. Curtis is next. These boys ahead of him, yet to stop. So, well, Slothy's just trying to do his best there, mate. He's the first guy to make a blink. He's put that soft compound on there, Housey, and he's looking to probably do another stop. So this is super critical. Interesting to see which way this is going to pan out, because that is very different. Chazza has put the hard compound on, and let's just see where Chazza fares. There's Curtis. There is Sloth just behind him. Where's the track map? And the Geordie Juggernaut gets past relatively easy. There he is there, exiting the pit lane, and Slothy Boy has got some ground. So he's made up quite a fair bit there as Sloth on the Geordie Juggernaut. And there you go, 2.34 seconds is the distance between those two. Roftas is in 2nd position now. He's trying to make amends for probably making a little bit of an error there.
Oh my God. So just the Extremist, Ramsell and Just Mikey, they are absolutely nose to tail, side by side, all three of them. Just Mikey was looking for a move on Ramsell, looked like he was going to get it done, couldn't quite. Ramsell had a good exit, and then the Extremist.
Oh, we've lost Loose to the Rooster. Loose to the Rooster's out. Loose to the Rooster is out. Where is the next runner?
Safety car.
Oh, well, safety car. Well, that could have come out I think that might have come out at the wrong time for quite a number of lads. And there he is there, the stricken LPE. And, well, we will see him at the last round in Canada. But there you go, Housey. Total P's boxes. Throws the set of the hards on.
Yeah.
And, well, he will come out in P1. Droftas will follow. This is handy. Where's this going to feed the new Portonian out? Sloth is coming around the last chicane. Sloth dives in the pit lane. There you go. Whoa, this has changed it. It has changed it. It's turned it on its head. Curtis is going to benefit from this as well. But where is Chazza? Chazza's there.
Chazza's going to take the lead out.
Where is Chazza? There's Chazza. Where's Total P's? Total P's will take the lead. Chazza in P2. Droftas will be in 3rd position. And Slothy Boy, well, there he is there, just getting some new boots, a set of mediums for that lad. And he will come out in 4th position. So there you go, mate. Run to the flag. Lap 15 of 33, and she's just heated up with a safety car to bunch the field back up. And, well, to give us something to look forward to towards the end. This can be anyone's race now, Housey.
Yeah, it can be. Obviously, Sloths maybe has a little bit of an advantage here. He's gone went for the soft tyre the lap previous. Now come back in and put the medium on. So P's, Chazza, Droftas in front of him, all with the hard tyres on. Sloth with the mediums. I mean, they might wear out towards the end, but if he can get by him in the early laps, he might be able to make a gap. Ramsell also on the mediums. He switched from the hard to the medium. So Ramsell again in 8th, doing a solid job. he could be one to keep an eye on. Energetics also popped the mediums on back in 12th, and then Bloomster in 17th also got the mediums on. So keep an eye on this when we get back underway. But this will bunch the pack back up, obviously, under safety car.
Yeah, it certainly will, Housey. It absolutely will. And, well, there you go. Look at the field, mate. The majority of them on that hard compound, and there's only 4 of them on the medium. Yep. And, well, those 4 boys on the medium there, we're going to be watching them with interest, of course. Yes, the faster of those 2 particular rubbers. And, well, there you go. Safety car is out, of course. And the Merc safety car it is here at Spain. And, well, there you go. Total P's, our championship leader, leading this one by, well, I'm not going to give out times, behind the safety car. But there you go. The Geordie Juggernaut, P2. And the New Portonian in P3. Right behind him is I Am Sloth. And, well, I Am Sloth does not want Peas to get a jump on him. And Sloth is on the better of those tyres in front of him. And, well, they will definitely make it towards the end. So he will be a lot quicker. And just see him make his way through these top 3 if he possibly can. Heard us. That safety car has benefited him big time. He's up into 5th position. Great showing from this lad. And I'll tell you what, though, Housey, Mr. Monday. All shot down. There he is there in 6th position. Tell you what, he's just Mr. Monday every day of the week, this lad. He turns up and then some. And, well, great to see him there. Callum Tyler as well.
Monday, happy days. Monday, happy days.
Oh, you were doing the, I think you got in touch with your, I think you got in touch with your inner Fonz there on the Aussie stream. And, well, there you go. There is the Happy Days theme tune. So, there is Ramsell P8. Great showing from the Cairo. Mr. The Extremist in P9. Another lad that started way down there in, well, dead last, I do believe.
He started virtually, well, he was, I think he was 19th because then Denge jumped in and was last. So 19th to 9th. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at the position changes. That's a good call. Well done. Extremist, yeah, up 10. In P9. Well done, yeah, that was good. That was a good little lead into it, that was right. Callum Tyler up 8 places into P7. They're the biggest movers, biggest losers so far. Unfortunately, it's the graphics god, down 14 places in 19th. However, this safety car is going to have brought him back into play a little bit at least. So we have got
the safety car is in this lap. It was a late call, Housey. We're about to get racing, and we are on board with Chazza and waiting for Total Peas to make the jump. Chazza is ready. He's waiting to pounce. And let's just see when Peas goes. Let's see when Peas goes. And Peas is gone. Peas is gone. And, well, there you go. Chazza not caught napping. Sloppy Boy has already got past Droftas. Droftas down into 5th place. What has gone on here at the restart? And, well, there you go. Let's see if they all make it nice and clean through here. Turn 1, turn 2, the boys. And, Sloppy Boy gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. That is it. That is it.
They're 4 wide into turn 3 there. Further down around the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th spots.
Well, we're just watching the replay of this restart there, Housey. And, well, so far so good. And there you go. Sloth gets a track limit warning. Oh, they're ignoring yellow flags, excuse me. And 5 seconds to for his troubles. As we go back to live screens, and Callum Tyler up into 6th, mate. Slothy Boy back into 2nd. And he's making use, he's making purchase of that medium compound, Housey. It is definitely worked for him off the start there. Droftas in 3rd position, and Chazza down there in 4th, of course. Curtis stays 5th. Callum Tyler up into 6th. He has taken all shot on that restart. And there you go, all shot all over the back to Callum. This one is just heating up, Housey. Fantastic. On lap 17, approaching lap 18 of 33.
Yep. Just when we're settling down, we get the safety car, mixes it all back up again, keeps us on our toes. It's what we like. We like to have a good workout here. I'll tell you who's not had too bad of a restart was Andenge and Zerks from further back down the field. Keep your eyes on them on the timing tree. As I said, we'll bring Zerks back into it. Extremist is having a box here further back, as well as his teammate Kaiser. I don't know whether they've had anything on that lap, but Kaiser putting on a wing.
Well, there you go. All shot down did claim that position back over Callum Tyler on the start-finish straight. And, well, there you go. Battle resumed. Now Callum has fallen into the realms of the chiropractor. The chiropractor having a good look here. The chiropractor on the medium tyre. Callum is on that hard, as you can see there for yourselves at home. But, well, there you go. There you go. Callum is trying to break it. Ramsell is all over him like a rash. Have a look at this lad. The chiropractor is firing up. He can sense another position gain. And can he do it? Can he do it? Look at him hunt it. Callum tries to break the toe. Ramsell's going to go around the outside. No, he's not. He thinks better of it. Over, under, over, under. No, no, no. There is a DRS zone approaching. DRS won't be available for the first 3 laps after the safety car, but then after that, she's all good to go. Ramsell is all over the back of Callum. This is where it's at here, Housey. And, well, this is 7th and 8th. And fantastic stuff. I think Ramsell's got a good exit. Ramsell has got a... Oh, he's just washed the front out. And there you go. Total piece. That's the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. The 1 minute 19.1, but here comes Ramsell. Slipstream, away he goes. And is he going to get the job done? He certainly is going to get the job done. And that moves him up into 7th place, Housey. And that was set up like an absolute champ. And I think I called that on replay. Let's have a bit of a look. And there you go. There he is there. He's used the track to his advantage. Down that start-finish straight. And around the outside does the chiropractor go on Callum Tyler. And that is job done. Fantastic to see as, well, they're looking in the background as Energetics is trying to make the same move on Callum. And, well, there you go. The 2 kiddie boys with that medium on are really starting to hit their straps, aren't they, Housey?
They are indeed both running the medium tyre, though. I think that's the big play here. Everyone on the medium tyre is making good pace at the moment, as is Endenge back down in 13th, who's just about to look for a move on the banister up the inside. It's a little bit argy-bargy, but he gets it done, so Endenge up to 12th. Those medium runners. Medium's certainly working at the moment. Energetics then side by side with Callum. Just gets that job done.
What a move. What a move there by Energetics. And I did catch all that on replay. We'll show that one as well for the viewers.
Here goes Sloth. There goes Sloth. Here goes Sloth for the lead. Sorry. Sloth's got the lead into turn 1. Go with your replay. There we go. You can see that move from Energetics. Nicely done from the kitty driver. So I am Sloth then. He's got to get his head down now. He's got those, I think he's still got, oh, he's got, how the, whoa, where did he get those penalties from? Sloth's on 8 seconds worth of penalties in the lead. He had 3 last time I looked, so not quite sure.
Well, he got 5 seconds at the restart there, Housey, for ignoring a yellow flag.
Okay.
And that's where it explains that extra 5 for you.
That's what it is. Okay. Well, he's really got to get his head down then. Just got to go now. And Sloth, and if anyone can, it's this man. Pease will know that what he's trying to do, though. All Pease needs to do is keep on his coattails as the phrase goes. You know, he's just got to sit there.
Yeah, it's exactly right there, mate. And we'll have a look at Endenge. Endenge is all over the back of Aylin. If that is Endenge, his name is still greyed out for me, but Endenge is all over the back of Aylin. Aylin all over the back of Callum Tyler here. This is, Endenge goes a bit wide. But Aylin has been sizing up Callum Tyler the last couple of laps there, mate. And, well, Callum, how good is Endenge coming out of that last chicane? Aylin coming out of that last chicane. And have a look at this. I don't think he will, mate. I don't think he will. I think Aylin will get him.
They're going to go one either side. Here we go. Endenge's got the double toe. Can he do it?
No way.
Has to back out of it.
No way can he do that one. He has to back out of it, and Callum will come back into his own because he's gone a bit deep as Endenge. And, well, there you go. Look at Callum all over him. But, well, there you go. I'll just save this replay. And we will show that for the viewers as, there you go, as Aylin getting by that man there, Callum Tyler. And there it is there. Job done. And, well, there you go. Through turn 1, the camera did change. And, well, job done for Aylin. Up into 9th position. Fantastic showing from him. As Endenge is following him through, of course, as we'll go back up to the Geordie Juggernaut, is all over the back of Droftas here. And, well, this is for 4th and 3rd position, of course. And, well, Chazza is having a great race to boot. And, well, he's all over the back of the New Portonian. They are both on the hard compound. We are on lap 21 of 33 here, Housey. This one is starting to, well, diminish before our very eyes. And, well, there you go. The Geordie Juggernaut is on the hunt. He's hunting the hunter. And, well, that is very unusual, so to speak. But, well, there you go. 4/10 of a second now as Chazza using that DRS zone. He hasn't got enough, though. Not enough.
No,
and, well, there you go. Just has to tuck back in. And, well,
Mazepin. We've lost Mazepin.
Safety car. Safety car. Safety car. And where is Mazepin? Where is Mazepin?
He looks right next to, well, I mean, it's hard to tell from the track map, but he was basically
It looked like the pit
just
lane,
before the
but
start finish.
yeah,
He did, but I don't know. I don't think it would throw a safety car if he was in the pit lane.
And Kaiser just gets it. Oh, well, there you go. That's it, going well and truly past the Delta, I would dare say. And Kaiser throws that one
I mean,
in
it
the
looked
pit lane.
about where Kaiser is now. So, I mean, it's about, I would say the dot was about where pit limiter line is in the pit lane. I mean, that's quite a long way out of the last corner.
Well, the $1 million
If it was on the main straight.
The $1 million question is here,
Can be done, mate.
will you be jumping in the pit lane to throw on a set of brand new soft compounds to take you towards the end? And, well, nice to see I'm awake. Walker, late to the party. But, yes, there you go, mate. Good to see you too, brother. I hope you're well, my friend. But let's just see
Sloth's doing it.
Yeah, I reckon, mate, you'd be
Sloth
great
in.
if you don't and you're on the wrong
P
tyre.
stays out.
P stays out. Drop dust
P
is
stays
in.
out.
Drop dust is in, and well, there you go. Yeah, I reckon they're all doing it.
Curtis stays out. Curtis stays out.
Well, these boys are on the hard compound are going to chance their arm because it is softs 100%. And, well, there you go. Walker says the same thing. Softs 100%. They're all doing the same thing. Look at them all peel in. And, well, there you go. I think Total P's and Curtis is going to hurt on the restart here, Housey. They've got, and Denge has stayed out as well. Just Mikey has stayed out. I Am Sloth is going to come out, well, the first of the soft runners, and they are going to make quick work of this.
Yep. Got rid of those 5 seconds as well. Did Sloth, so he's down to 3 seconds now. Everyone else, as you alluded to, pretty much putting the softs on. Aylan's gone with the mediums. Bannister gone with the mediums. Everyone else pretty much gone with the softs. We'll give you a recap in a minute. Just waiting to see whether Kaiser's going to come in. No, Kaiser's going to stay out there. Extremist's already been in. So, yeah, majority going for the soft. Couple of guys gone for the mediums, Aylan and Bannister. And then you've got Pease, Curtis, and just Mikey out there without stopping on the hards. And Denge on the mediums did not stop either.
No, that's right, Housey. That is exactly
might be able to hold it a little bit, but those hard runners against the softs, I mean, you've got to say that's going to be tough going for the likes of Pease, Curtis, and just Mikey.
Oh, even Denge, mate. And Denge is gone as well. He'd be sitting ducks, 6-lap-old mediums versus fresh softs. I predict these softs runners are going to make very, very short work, especially the likes of Sloth, Droftas, and Chazza. They are quick guys, and they will be absolutely all over it.
This is vital for the championship. Obviously, Pease, just to recap, sits top of the tree on 294, 9 points back from him as Sloth on 285. So, has Pease made a mistake here?
I don't know, mate. I mean, you would want to be on that. Look at the rest of them. They're all on fresh softs. I mean, that's the tyre you'd want to be on, especially considering the guys behind you. All right, there is a bit of a buffer zone to these championship rivals, but at the same time, mate, they're going to make light work of that. I do predict that well, there you go. I Am Sloth, Droftas, and Chazza especially will make light work, and this is no disrespect to the boys in front, but they are just, in my opinion, on the wrong tyre. They will not take the life out of them. They're not even warming them up just yet. You probably only warm those soft tyres up probably the last half a lap of this one here before we're about to go green, because I think it's the extremist trying to tap onto the back of this safety car train. But yes, we'll just wait and see. It was a bit of a late call from the safety car from Burt last time around. It was a bit of a late call, and he went into the pit lane very, very quickly. But we'll just see when this one fires up. I mean, I think this is lap 2, so I think we've got one more under safety car, Housey.
Yep, so I'm just looking at the chat here. Mazzaspin in the chat saying he can't believe that. So we did miss it, Mazzaspin. Give us an update on actually what happened there. Was it just a complete loss of the rear end coming out of turn 16, the final corner? We'll get an update on that in a minute. Let's see if we can, hopefully not going to get another real late call.
Excuse me.
No, it's going to be very, very late if it is. No, lights are staying on, so we're going to do one more. which will take us to
That'll take us lap 25 there, Howsy.
26, yeah.
And that'll probably
26.
be time for me to, well, I'll
Yeah,
tell you,
we're going to be thinking.
well, I might do a 5-minute
to think
drive of
about
the
it.
day, because I mean, it's a bit hard with the restart. I mean, there could be some swap of positions, of course. Now, I might do a 5-minute driver of the day poll. That should be enough time
Alright, let's do
for
that.
the viewers to do it. I mean, give us a bit more
through
time.
then.
And whoa, what was that? That was Chazza. That was a bit of a lag spike. Looked like Chazza just went through the pit lane wall, but he's quite all right. And there he is, there in 7th place. Nearly had a heart attack for the young fella. And, well, there you go. He is alive and well, is the Geordie Juggernaut. Alan is doing a great job there in 10th position, must be said there. Excuse me. As the Extremist decides to get rid of those set of mediums, trying to set of softs, and he will run to the end. This is the last lap behind the safety car. And there you go. Mazepin has answered the call there, Housey. The last corner onto the straight. Too much throttle on hard tyres and gave the barrier a hug. Well, unfortunate from you, Mazepin, but we will see you at the final round there in Canada. And looking forward to that one there. Yes. Season 2 is coming to an end. But nevertheless there, viewers, we've got a Season 3 approaching after Christmas and the New Year, of course. Bit of a break in between seasons to give the boys a bit of a rest, a bit of family time, and a bit of quality time with the fam. And, well, there you go. We will fire this one back up, I do believe, mid-January. So, yeah, about to get underway. Total Peace, look at the boys on the hard compound, putting that energy into those tyres. They need to have them turned on. They're trying. They are trying. Look at Curtis. Curtis is really trying to put the heat in. And, well, he knows he's got Andenge behind him. Look at Andenge waiting to pounce. And just Mikey there, well, he's got I Am Sloth for company. And I dare say those softs are turned on. I Am Sloth is ready to pounce. And we'll just stay with Curtis because not too sure when Pease is going to go, and we won't give Curtis any leg up.
I reckon he'll leave it late.
He left it late last time. I mean, you'd pick a different point, wouldn't you? Because, I mean, the boys would be used to this. But who am I to argue? Total Peace is quality. And let's just see how he goes on this restart. He's gone. Total Peace is gone. And there you go. Curtis was caught napping just a little bit. But look at Andenge. Andenge's the restart master. And he's going to get this job done, I dare say. And that is a shocking camera angle. That flies by just flies by Curtis does Andenge. And Sloth is rapid. Look at Sloth. Look at Sloth. Sloth is pushing. Sloth is pushing.
Two of them. Chaz has just made 2 places. Oh, Drofter's trying to follow him through. Just Mikey's getting beat up here with those hard tyres on, as you called. Not worked out at all.
Nope. Not at all, mate. As Sloth made quick work of Curtis. He is all over the back of Andenge. Look at the little Irishman. He's fired right up as the lad, and I dare say he's going to make another move here as Slothy Boy knows the championship is on the line. Look at the speed. Look at the speed. He's got Andenge has gone defensive. Sloth has been very aggressive here, but he tucks back in. No, he doesn't. Andenge putting that car in all the right places. We have lost Bloom. Where is Bloom? There he is there, and that is a virtual safety car. That is a virtual safety car.
Safety car.
Oh, well,
they need to pit at the front now, and Andenge Pease needs to come in, surely.
Well, if they don't pit, that is their race ruined. I Am Sloth is right behind them.
They haven't.
We are going to go to a replay and to see that rid of a safety car restart. And let's have a look at this. There you go. Andenge getting by Curtis, as we did see there on stream. And he's set his sights on that. And you can see I Am Sloth pushing Curtis through. Look at him. Look at Irishman. And he gets through on the inside of Curtis. And that is a fantastic move there by Slothy Boy.
So, just Mikey and Zerks pitting for the... Zerks is pitting for a nose. Just Mikey getting rid of those hard tyres and going with the softs. Zerks has still got the softs on. Well, that's thrown a spanner in the works, hasn't it?
Well, I mean, it's a spanner of pain, I'm predicting, mate. Because, well, as Urban did say, and yeah, you're spot on, Herbs, yeah, they will go right to the back if they were to box, even when the safety car did come out. But, yeah, I mean, they are going to be sitting ducks. I mean, there's going to be damage limitations for these two boys up the front, with the guys behind them on that soft compound, being right behind them too. So Slothy Boy's got to predict the time when they jump and just do his thing. Got Chazza there in P4 and the new Portonian. Well, he was a little bit there. He's in P5. He's followed the boys. Followed the boys through. Curtis on 11-lap-old hards. He was one of the ones that did not box on that first safety car. Excuse me. Energetics is up in the 7th position. He must have jumped Ramsell at some point there because Ramsell was ahead of him. Excuse me. As Aylin in 9th position and all shot down in 10th place there as well. Callum Tyler in P11. There he is. There is the Rockstar lad. And Bannister, well, Bannister doing a great job himself in P12. The Extremist in P13. And Paul Watson with a mini fight back is come... What?
Oh, no. He just gets a drive-through, did he, for Watson there?
No, 5-second penalty. But I was on board. He didn't touch any. I don't know what's going on here. But make sure you boys show your race directors. And, yes, that will suffice, I dare say. If there's anything untoward there, the stewards will have a look. And, well, there you go. So make sure it is your own race director. And, yeah, it definitely does help if it's your own one.
That was Allshot and Callum, both. Allshot, Callum and Paul Watson all picking up a 5-second penalty there.
There you go. So, all for collisions in the pit, under safety car, mate. And, well, I was on board with Paul Watson when that one did come up, and, well, it looked like he didn't touch anybody, so I don't know there, mate. I don't know. We're not going to throw any calls out there. The game has just gone whack, whack, whack to a few of them, and we'll just see if that one holds water later on. But there you go. I reckon we're going to be going at the end of this lap. What is going on at the back there? Bannister is stopped on track, or is he spun? And, well, there you go. He's missing a right-hand end plate. And, well, there you go. Bannister will need to get that front wing all fixed up. Look at it. And the right-hand side end plate is absolutely gone. Seen it on the track map, a very slow Monster Energy racer. And, well, that being Bannister having a bit of a mishap.
Safety car is going to be on this lap. Just one thing to put out there then. Can Ndenge do anything to help his teammate P's in P1 with Sloth, Chazza and Droftus all sitting there behind like the hunters that they are?
Well, I think they can't.
Can he do anything?
I'm going to throw it out on a limb. Even though Ndenge and P's are quality drivers, I don't think they can do anything about soft compound tyres behind them, turned on, ready to race. As we are watching Ndenge, we are on board with Ndenge. And, well, Total P's doing what he's been very predictable of late, which is unlike Total P's. But he's almost going at the same point. He hasn't gone yet. We are on board with Ndenge. We are on board, and Peace is gone. Peace is gone, and look at that. Look at Sloth. Look at Sloth all over the back of Ndenge. And that is the soft compound. Let's just see. He's going to get some purchase through 1 and 2 here, mate. But he might just think better of it. He might think better of it. Oh, he's going to make a move. Oh, Slothy boy living by the seam of his pants. And, oh, Sloth's around. He's around. Sloth's around. Oh, no. Sloth is around. Sloth is around, and he's down. He's down in the 15th. And, oh, that has just hurt Slothy boy. And I think I caught that, Housey. I think I caught that. But Sloth putting his nose in the place where it didn't belong. There you go, a slight touch. And around he went, just missing that wall and just missing the rest of them. And he finds himself down into 15th position.
It was a brave move, and Ben's done a good job so far of being a good teammate here. Pease has got a 1.3 second lead, and Ben's just doing his best to hold him up. Chazza just going for a move now. He backs out of it though. So he's going to wait until the start-finish straight, I would imagine, as he gets a little left tap from Droftus, I think, behind. Chazza getting all over the place.
Oh, the driver of the day.
We're going to have a very late pole. Yeah, I was just about to say, we're going to have a very late pole here. We'll have to have a very late pole. So far then, the biggest movers is Ndenge on 18th places, up 18 places in P2. Energetics up 11 places in P5. And Extremist up 9 places in P10. So, Ndenge managed to hold that as well. Hold Chazza again down the front straight. Chazza looking for a move where Sloth looked for a move. Chazza's got a lot of lag though here. Kind of difficult to see what's going on. Still can't get the job done. Peace has got 2.1 seconds now. I mean, 3 laps to go. He might do this. And if so, he deserves to buy Ndenge a drink. Droftus then still sitting P4. story for anyone further back down the pack, but we're just concentrating on this battle for the lead with such short laps to go. Aylan's up into 7th, not doing too bad. We'll try and pick up with him. Oh, Chaz is looking again. Droftus is starting to get a little impatient as well in 4th. He knows it's crucial, Droftus, to get past Chazza and Andenj if he wants to challenge in the title fight as well.
The driver of the day poll has gone out in the Twitch chat, folks. He's a 5-minute poll. We've got 2 laps remaining, or 3 laps remaining. And, well, there you go. We are on board with Droftus. But have a look at Chazza. Chazza's all over the back of Andenj. Andenj goes defensive. Is Chazza going to get this job done? Is he going to get this job done? They are side by side through the boys' corner. And there you go. What a move by the Geordie Juggernaut. Up in the 2nd place as the Newportonian sees an opportunity here. Can he get the job done into turn 4? No, he cannot. He thinks better of it. And I think I caught all of that there, Housing. And we'll have a look at that move there by the Geordie Juggernaut as he gets this job done around Andenj. Look at that. Side by side through the boys' corner. And that is a fantastic move as we go back to live screens. And it is Droftus versus Andenj.
Hunting around the outside is Droftus, to be fair. He's hunting. Just lost a bit of ground to Andenj. Andenj's done a solid job. P's 2.8. Can Chazza catch him? He's got 2 laps to do it. Can he do it? It's 2.9 seconds now. No, Chazza's run. Oh, no, he hasn't. Sorry, that's his lag. I thought he'd run wide there. That's just lag. 3 seconds in 2 laps.
Well, this is interesting here, Housey. Andenj has been dropped out of DRS zone by Chazza. And the Newportonian has his DRS. And this is going to be a job done by Droftus. And, well, this is using the track to the advantage. Andenj will be a sitting duck with no DRS. And plenty of battery there from Droftus. And gets that move done quite comfortably there, Housey. And, well, that moves him up into 3rd position.
Yeah, good move from Droftus there. Had to be patient. Energetics is next on Andenj. If he can make it. Andenj will do well to hold this, although to be fair, from last on the grid, I think even Andenj finishes anywhere in that top 5, 6, 7. It would have been a decent enough result.
Well, there you go. We've just seen a bit of a replay of Droftus getting by Andenj, and well, what a move that was by him, and up into 3rd place. Sorry, man.
Look, it's all right, mate. Zirks gets penalty. I was just going to pay a bit of homage to Ramsell. 6th place for Ramsell. So, had a sterling race as Ramsell, the reserve of Aylan in 7th. Again, having a cracking run. Zirks and Just Mikey getting a bit tangled up down into turn 10. Zirks is 12th, Just Mikey 11th. As we come down then, Pease has started lap 33 in the final lap. Pease is going to hold on to this. Droftus sets the fastest lap of 17.826, which is faster than the Australian boys earlier. They did a 17.951. Pease somehow on those cards.
Well, he said it by the same man too.
Set by the same. Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna go down that road.
Well, I mean, there was no malice involved. Just stating the facts there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the gold Droftus setting that time earlier on. The purple Droftus setting the time this time out.
I'll tell you what, though, hang on a minute here, though, Housey. Aylan has turned up. He's turned up right at the very end, and he's pushing Ramsell. He's pushing him. He's pushing him through these corners as he's getting real racy. Aylan with some mammoth speed coming through 7 and 8. And let's just see how he fares. The chiropractor can feel him breathing down his neck as Ramsell. Oh, that was very, very close. Aylan gone wide. Ramsell holds his line. And that is probably live to fight another day as we'll go back up to our leader who's about to take the checkered flag. And he certainly is. Total Peas. Total Peas. Welcome back to the winner's circle. Takes the checkered flag of Spain. The Geordie Juggernaut, P2, Droftus. P2, Geordie Juggernaut, P3. Energetics. What a drive by Energetics. And he's up into, well, 6th. Ramsell into 4th position. And Ramsell, well, there you go. We'll just see if the chiropractor is going to get on for driver of the day. Where is he at the moment? He's currently leading the votes, is Ramsell. There is a, well, few seconds remaining. And there you go.
Nah, let's give it him. He deserves that one.
Well, he's
He
leading
definitely
he's
deserves that
leading
one.
the poll at the
It's tied
moment.
last time I
And well, there you go. That was a Spanish Grand Prix for the ages, mate. And there you go. Ramsell has taken the driver of the day. And well, Mini Ramsell Jr. in the background cheering his old man on. And I am
Sloth,
Well,
Wow.
finishes last after
15th.
that one. I feel my heart breaks for him.
my.
And there you go. Yeah, there
so
you
important
go.
with the championship on the line. So
really
Pease
was.
takes the top spot. Sloth down in 15th. And as much as I want to hype it up, that is gutting for the lad. Absolutely gutting.
There you go. So
we'll
Total
get
Peace. Total Peace doing his thing, spraying that champagne. And, well, the new Portonian in P2, the Geordie Juggernaut. I tell you what, there's bloody nicknames everywhere, and it's fantastic. But Ramsell has just joined the voice chat. That's fantastic. We've go through this running order, and the fastest lap of the Grand Prix was by that man there, Droftas, with a 1 minute 17.826. And we'll just let this screen roll around for the stewards to do their magnificent job as they do every week. And we'll go down to the bottom here just to get the rest of them. We'll go on a brief pause. We'll make sure these drivers are in for an interview, and we will wrap this one up. All right, folks, we'll just get these drivers in. We'll go on a brief pause. We'll be back in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. We've got the drivers in for the driver interview. And, well, a bit of a revelation in the commentary box. I've just realised that the Geordie Juggernaut, Mr. Chazza, has got 5 seconds to be added to his race time at the end of this one. Chazza, you there, mate? You did cross the line in P3, but I have to be the bearer of bad news, my friend. That is going to be taken away from you. You will finish 4th. But nevertheless, a great drive, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I didn't know I had enough license points to get 5 seconds. But no, P4, still good.
You're still good. Well, I'll tell you what, Chazza, you put it together, mate. You put it together, and, well, that's what all counts, mate, at the end of the day. You had a great qualifying and, well, a pretty good race to boot, mate. And just unfortunate that, well, too many license points there, brother. We'll give you that extra 5 seconds. But, well, demoted. Unfortunately, Chazza, you're a good lad. And, well, we are going to move straight to the man who's going to inherit that 3rd place. But congratulations, Chazza. Much appreciated. You being a good sport about that. But well done, son, on a great drive.
Oh, no, cheers.
He sounds pumped as the Geordie Juggernaut. But we'll go to the driver of the day and the 3rd place man. Oh, I tell you what, the chiropractor cracking backs all round. He is back. He's back with a back with a bang. The chiropractor, Mr. Ramsell. Congratulations on your 3rd place, man. Your son is going bananas in the chat there. But congratulations, mate. Great to have a driver interview with you finally.
Mate, it's been a while. Like, I didn't think I'd ever get a podium in this league, and I was like, oh no, 4th place, that'd do. And then they told me he's got cheers for that, mate. I'll accept that 5 second point. Yeah, nice one.
That's it, mate. That is it. It's exactly right. And I tell you what, let's just hope you were sitting on a nice, comfy chair this time round, mate. Because I tell you, you were going to need it.
Mate, I am, mate. I've got to go and have another couple of drinks now as well.
Well,
Fucking
why
calm
not,
me
mate? Why not? Of course, the Spain sweats it out at the best of times, mate. I tell you what, you had a couple of boys breathing down your neck there towards the end, and well,
Aiden
just
was
talk us
all
through
over
that
me like a rash.
mid-pack battle. We did catch a couple of overtakes that you had made on replay and everything, Ramsell. So we got to see it a couple of times, and well, do check out the stream after this one because I got it all working pretty well. But yeah, there was a couple of great moves that you had made, and well, your third place position there was well and truly earned. So congratulations on your maiden podium here at Formula 4 Racing, mate. Massive, massive effort. And well, the Hello Kitty boys doing their thing, of course. P3 for you.
No penalties either, obviously. So yeah, great drive, Ramsell. Best finish of a 7th before today, so that is a monumental improvement and well deserved. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was just like, I thought I was hanging back with hards behind the mediums, and I thought, well, you know what, I'll just stay behind them, save me RS, wait for them to pit, and then I can just carry on. I was just hoping for a top 10 finish, to be honest, just so I can pull a bit away from PW.
Well, I'll tell you what, top 10 finish. But get off the fence, Ramsell. You got on the podium, mate. That is sensational. I mean, pump this one up, mate. Claim it, take it. And, well, I know the Geordie Juggernaut there is a bit flat because he's been demoted to 4th, and you take that 3rd. But run with it, mate. Run with it. And, well, a big congratulations to you, mate. And driver of the day to boot. Cheers, so bro. You don't do things in halves. And, well, it was great to have you in the commentary box.
Go hard or go home, eh?
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. But, well, congratulations to you. We'll move to our second place man here. And cheers, that guys, being the Newportonian takes out P2. And, well, Droftas, that was a...
fastest lap.
Well, and the fastest lap. I mean, that's a double for him. But there you go. Droftas, this time with the proper Hello Kitty livery on. And, well, a great drive by you, Droftas. There was battles throughout there, and there was a couple of safety cars that was opportune to get the soft compound on and run and battle those boys ahead of you to the end. Just not quite enough there, mate.
No, Peas and Sloth were faster than me by a long way today. I couldn't stay with them. Span trying to stay with them. The safety car got me back in it. And then the Swedish Sergio Perez got in the way. Just held everybody up, didn't he?
Done a fantastic job of it, but yeah.
Just put his plate of meatballs down and said, go around the long way, lads.
That's pretty clever. Very good. Very good, he certainly did. And, well, I was very surprised to see Andenge back on the grid. Wasn't too sure if he was missing or not. And, well, on the stream screen, his name wasn't actually there. And then it was a great man, Housey, there, just alerted me to the fact that it is Andenge. And, well, I'll tell you what, he did make that car extremely wide. See yourself getting frustrated a little bit there towards the end. Probably 2 or 3 laps before the checkered flag, just before that restart was about to get underway. And, well, I mean, congratulations nevertheless, Droftas. Another solid performance by you. Mr. Consistent, the Hunter, as I like to call him. P2, congratulations, Droft.
That might also move Droft up into P2 in the championship as well, just to throw it out there.
Knocking on the door. Well, back. There you go, as the screen rolls around.
Sloth's down in 50.
Sloth on 285, Droftas on 280 before this one. It certainly does throw Droftas into P2. And I tell you what, Droft, a couple of connection issues that you did have and a couple that you did miss. Well, anything could have been. And well, this man here's going to be one to watch for the following season. But this one's not done yet. We'll be at Canada next week. But Droftas, congratulations on your second position, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, now it's been a while since we've had a chat to this lad, but he is our championship leader in this division, that being Total Peas. And Total Peas, mate, what a drive by you. Pretty much controlled this whole Grand Prix from start to finish. And, well, if it wasn't for Slothy boy getting it all wrong there towards the end, trying to make the move happen on your teammate there, and well, around he went, gave you that breathing space that you so desperately needed, especially being on that hard compound, and Slothy trying to make that soft work towards the end. You took out the win. Nevertheless, mate, another great drive, and more importantly, stretching that championship lead, mate, with one more to go.
Yeah, I'd love to try to take credit, but no, I wouldn't have been anywhere near that if it wasn't for Andreas. He helped me so much with that, because when everyone pitted, I wasn't exactly paying attention. I was just my head, I was daydreaming while driving. So I just see everyone into the pits, and I realised about 3 corners later that I've made a really bad mistake.
Yeah.
But Andreas just did amazing for me today. Like, I couldn't have asked for any more.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, the guys behind you, I mean,
Well, I
knowing
did
you,
call it.
knowing you Jaguar boys, I mean, you two especially, well, the Dynamite Pot 1 and Pot 2 of Team Jaguar of Total Peas and Denge, well, they do a monumental job. You bloody work really well together as a team. And I'm pretty sure the boys behind you would have thought, oh, Jesus, here we go again. And, well, and Denge being a solid Perez. And, well, there you go. That might be championship honours right there. It is not over. It is definitely not over, folks. But Denge just did a solid job for his teammate and our championship leader in Total Peas. But nevertheless, it was from start to finish. It is not just over a couple of laps. And Peas, credit where credit is due, mate. You took this one out. And, well, a big, big congratulations to you, mate. Well done.
Thank you very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have come to that part of the stream where it is time to say goodbye. Just for now, we will be back next week, of course, 7:30 on a Monday, Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, for that famous last round in Canada. And, well, we will hit the same very track for the European boys, 8 p.m. on Monday, GMT. Please stick around for those streams. I am your host, See Me Skate. To the left of me is my co-commentator, Mr. Hello There Housey, or the Stat Man, as we like to call him here in the inner sanctum. Got anything to add there, Housey?
No, obviously, just another fantastic race from the Euro boys here. Always seem to provide us with some great racing, some great results there. Ramsel, Aiden, Energetics, Extremist. So, yeah, very good. And we'll look forward to the finale next week.
That's it, mate. We certainly do. And, well, there's a couple of happy drivers in the commentary box, to say the least. But, well, there you go. We will push on, folks. We are Formula 4 Racing. We hope you've enjoyed that one as we've enjoyed bringing that one to you. But from us, for now, goodbye.